kind of a twist to the whole session. So today is going to be more of a live demonstration, collaboration in Excel, but not just about saying it or telling you via slides, oh, this is what it is, this is how it works, but a live demonstration. So that's why we have two people, Ifeanyi and Temidayo. They are both going to be showing us how, in a business relevant way, you can collaborate in Excel. Okay, so let's get into it. And just about us, in case you do not know who the host is. So UrBizEdge, we are into training. Well, that's where we want to try and do things really, really differently, allowing people to learn, but not the usual 2 days, 3 days you are gone and you don't get to hear from the trainers, or they are not trying to help you to keep using it. So we always try to come up with things to allow people who've done our training to keep practicing, to keep applying what they've learned. And this is one of the things we do to allow people within our community, people who have gone through our training, to become better. And we have trainings always running. So in case you're interested, you can always go to www.yourbizedge.com or just type yourbizedge.com or analysis.ng. And to the key thing for today, which is the fact that the main speaker for today is Ifeanyi Iheagwara. He is a Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate. He's also a Microsoft Certified Trainer. He is one of our most prolific. We are all prolific content creators, but he kinds of major in long form writing, and then occasionally you see him also present to us as he's going to be doing today. But he's not the only one. I don't know if he added this slide for the second person. Okay, cool. So Temidayo is also presenting to us. He too is a Microsoft Certified Data Analyst Associate, Microsoft Certified Trainer. His is more videos. He likes to do videos, and anytime you see a topic and it's AI this, AI that, just know he's most likely the one behind it. So I'm going to hand over the reign to them so that they can take the stage and take us through this very interactive demonstration. So Ifeanyi, Temidayo, the stage is yours. So I'm going to stop sharing and maybe also turn off my video. Okay, so Temidayo, Ifeanyi, are you both no audio from your side?
I think it's Ifeanyi, Benny. Hello, Benny.
Okay. I think I see him on this. Yeah, he's in. Is something wrong with his mic? Maybe you should plug it in another port if it's the same, similar.
I was giving some minute of message then.
That's strange. You can remove the mic and speak directly to the laptop then. Then he figures out what the issues. Apologies. Okay.
Is it not?
It's not working. I think.
Okay, all right. We can hear you now.
Okay. All right. All right. So today we'll talk mostly about collaboration in Excel. So it's mostly about, let's talk about Excel Online. So I don't know, how many of you knows about Excel Online?
Let's see, some people are. I think it's a pretty common knowledge. Most people know there is also an Excel version online.
Okay. Right. Okay. So mostly talk about Excel Online. So Excel Online is a collaboration tool. It's also a way for you to back up you can also back up your documents in the cloud in a way. So it can also help in your productivity. And there are a lot of features in Excel online that is also maybe also in the Excel desktop, but does have their differences. We'll move over to the differences after we've maybe look at some of these features, and then we'll give you a live show of how me and Temidayo will give you a live show of how Excel Online works. Okay. So, like I mentioned, this is a collaboration tool. It's like all your Microsoft tools kind of all talk to each other. So, where you can get data from your SharePoint into Excel on the web, and you can use it. You can also it also has this you can understand and measure your changes. So as you are collaborating with others, that means you're not the only one working on the file. You also work on the file with other people, and it will be good if you could know what your colleague or the other contributor did to the file. So you can also see a version. She has this stuff called a version history and show change. Then beside that, like I mentioned, this also has this communication way. So you can do that using the comments. You can also assign ties to different colleagues on the spreadsheet. And again, you don't have to come on the spreadsheet to actually maybe see the task. So whenever you assign the ties, you get it either you should mostly get it by your email notification. So you get it on an email notification. Then also again, since you're also going to be sharing the file with others, maybe there's some aspect of the file you don't want to change, or maybe you just want someone to look at it, maybe not actually, or you just want someone to look at it and not exactly maybe make changes to it. So you can also manage who has access to the file, and those that have access to the file, like how much access to that the file. Can they edit it? Can they just view it? Can they edit and also view it? So you can all do that with the Excel Online. And again, it also works streamlessly. So it has this stuff called presence. So if in my Excel file, I can see what the next person is doing, or I can tell if someone is on the file with me. And it just has this stuff called sheet view. So we'll look at the sheet view. I don't think the sheet view is not on the Excel desktop. So with the sheet view, it's more of a way that, okay, so maybe you have a database that's for maybe all the departments or different regions in the country. So you have a sheet view, and you can create a view when you can filter the data, you can sort the data to only maybe show you of a particular region. Without it, and it's like only you can see that view. Anyway, just only you can see that view. So you can't like create this kind of temporary view in using the sheet view feature. So now we'll look at the differences between Excel Online and Excel Desktop. So Excel Online and Excel Desktop. So there's some changes in the front side, in the front. So some of the fronts that are maybe available on your Excel desktop may look slightly different on the web version of Excel. And then another common difference again is also the save feature. So like Excel desktop, if you save a document, you have this Control S, or you have to go and click on the save button. On Excel Online, on Excel the web, you don't need to maybe constantly save your documents, or have that fear that you have to save documents, or maybe you have lost something if your laptop goes off. Because this is automatically saving at a particular point in time, either it's every 1 minute or every 30 seconds. It saves. Then the undo and redo feature, or like the Excel desktop when you're probably working on it by yourself or working without you're really collaborating. So the undo and redo is slightly tricky in the way so instead of maybe undo and redo, you have more of like the version control. You can move to a previous version of the file, or go to you guys the show changes or the changes tree to actually see maybe to go back to the time in past to actually know the version you are. Then again, when it comes to the functions. So when it comes to the functions, some of the functions that are available on your Excel desktop are also not currently at the moment available on Excel Online. Then security. So the security, you have like I mentioned the manage changes, where you can manage those who have the changes with you. And another thing about Excel desktop is even be a file that you protected or you locked on using your desktop app, most time you might find it hard to open it on the web version of Excel. So that's all about security. So we'll go to we'll do a live demonstration of Excel Online using the web. So like if you go to office.com and you can click go to Excel. So you come here. Here you see here it's more like templates and mostly templates, or you want to create a new document. And then it shows you the recommended, which are maybe stuff you recently worked on while using Excel.com. And then it shows you all your files, the files you worked on your computer and also on the Excel on the web, your most recent, your shared, and your favorites. So I've shared this file with Temidayo. See if I open it. You said you opened it. Okay. So go here. So Excel.com, like I mentioned the present. So this is what I mean by the present. So it shows me right now that Temidayo is on the file. So this is what I was referring to where I talked about the presence. And if he does anything, I can go to view changes, but so far, okay, so let's catch up. See. So I'm caught up with the rest. That means he has not done anything. And whatever he does, I get a real-time view of what exactly he's doing. So if he writes something or he tries to do a formula or he does something on the sheet, I can easily tell. So that's basically the same features as a regular Excel, the same copy and paste with your own conditional formatting. It also has the insert. The pivot table is slightly different. So in the pivot table, I mean, if you select the data, you click on pivot table. So yeah, so you see the same. The pivot table is here. You can create a new sheet, or you can look at the template you give. So you can create a new pivot table. When you got the same, okay. Yeah. So from here, I can also tell the present, go to location, it's editing or something. So it shows here. Okay. Then your page layout list, and then you also have the ultimate. Okay, so your ultimate feature is kind of like your macros, but this one is in Office scripts. So the same thing, you select it, you got to click record, and as you're recording, whatever you do, it just shows you maybe like now. Okay. So what's like hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, so that's the office screen. So whenever I do something, it shows me, like it records the task as I'm doing it and continue it, and I can stop. Scripts. You can edit your script manually, just like how you do your macros in Excel desktop. Then this is what I meant by the sheet. So right now I'm seeing just this view. Well, if Temidayo was to share his script, you right now have a temporary view. This is what I meant by the view. So this is a view that's seen just by me. So if Temidayo shares the screen, you will get in a totally different view. You will get in a view with the entire data set, which is not maybe what I wanted. So the temporary view is a way for you to, so instead of maybe having little copies of your data set all over your OneDrive, or you can have more of like, you can have a view that's seen just by you. So you can, with the view, this view gives you the ability to filter and sort your data, and it's seen just by you. So it's not maybe someone filters it and view, but someone opens it and feels like the data is missing, or someone has deleted the data set. So you can create, so if you want to, okay, if you want to create a new view, you just come to new view, and you notice these black stripes, and I can filter my data sets. And it should just give me a view that is seen just by me. Then you can name your views. So so Okay, so only thing does maybe to show you screen and maybe does something, and maybe I'll go over the show changes. So we'll be swapping views right now.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen now. So let's say
Temidayo, we can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
Okay, yes.
Okay, so I'm doing some stuff now. So about now. Hello, Benedict.
Yes.
So I've done some stuff. I've converted the total price to dollars. I've also done a summation of everything.
Okay.
So should I stop sharing? I should continue.
Yeah, you can continue.
Yeah.
If you could create a new column, maybe price in naira, price in dollar, like something a bit more obvious, and then we color it differently. Maybe have the field that are colored differently. And that would be.
Let's say this one. Yeah. So when I see, can it change? Are you observing the changes I'm doing?
Yes, you currently did right. I can see you here.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's nice. Okay. Let me say.
So, are you going to switch to his own screen?
On the same Excel file.
So,
please don't tell my network I'll stop talking now.
So,
hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes. So, Ifeanyi, are you going to switch back to your own screen so that since we see what is on his own now, we can be able to see what's on your own?
All right.
Okay. So let me stop sharing now.
Okay. So now I go back to the file, which is this.
So I've stopped sharing. If Benny, you can share now.
Yeah, I'm sharing right
already
now.
sharing.
Okay. So
You can see all of that.
So you can see all of the changes that we make. I can also select changes, image. Now, if I right click, I go to show change. I can see a view of all these changes that he has made, and you can see the changes here. You can also see views if it was based on maybe sheets. So currently you can see that this sheet is food sales. This if it was a totally different sheet, I can come based on sheet and go to maybe only ones views that were changed. So in sheet 1, which was the view which I did for the pivot table, you can see this was already changed that will be done. It didn't charge here. You can also filter again based on the different sheets or this, or based on the range, and you can select the range. If you only want to see the view that was done in a particular part of your data set and not really everything. So you can also give, so I'll give you the whole report. You can also give you just a bit of the report. And because I was in the sheets, maybe the cash up will tell me I'm on quarter, but if maybe I wasn't on the sheet, I can into below and take me back to exactly what's the current changes I want. If you also go to view, I will just view. Then this other stuff again. So right now I have editing control, right? I can also set this file to someone that can only view and the person will be able to really make any changes to it. So maybe if I share this now with maybe I give you just view it and share it. You'll get the mail notification sent to him, and just as easy as that. And again, you can see that Temidayo made changes recently, just now. Yeah.
So I changed the currency sign to $1 to Naira.
So
adjustment.
No, you also made the changes too. Then again, this another stuff about the comments. So you can make I can make a comment based on mention somebody that's like this tax, so I meant by tax. So I can set this tax to someone, and if I assign to him, you'll get a mail notification telling him that I've assigned it.
Ifeanyi, we no longer hear you. Temidayo, can you hear anything?
I can't hear anything. I think it's his network or something. Let me try messaging him.
I think this is network. But this part he wants to do, is it a part you already know? I think both of you already did a syncing of. So you can carry over. I wanted to show if you tag someone, how the person will get notified that you've assigned a task or you've called his attention to something.
So basically, for the taxing now, when you tag someone, it's either it shows in your mail or it shows. Oh, I'm not sure. Let me share my screen, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Come in. Okay, he's back. He's back. Hello, Benedict.
This is what I meant by tags and comment. So you can also make a comment and tag it to someone or assign the tags to someone specific about so that the person can quickly work on it. I'll assign the tags to this thing, and whenever it comes here, if it makes a reply to it, you can also reply to it and have a conversation about what he has done. Hello, I'm back up.
We are hearing you. You're back.
Okay. So another feature that was also added again to the Excel line was the fact that you can right-click on where you click on it, so you don't really have to anymore go to your own page to actually do your formatting. You could also right-click and you get a kind of like a mini of your home page right here with you. That's one interesting feature also added to this. Then also again your table design, they were also added a little more colors and unlike your regular Excel table. Also added to it. If you go to your mail, okay, so you have to reply now. I was saying, sorry. Right. So that's basically all to show about on the Excel features.
Well, can you share the file with me? Can you share the file?
Yeah, I'll share the file with you. You should, if you share your screen, you'll see the file.
Okay.
But I give you the view access, so maybe you should view access, and I'll change it to edit.
Change it to edit. I need to add. This is too slim to do for 1 hour. So let me just add more to it. Okay. So hi everyone. If I am going to have to mute you, the background noise from your side is a lot. So let me just do that. Okay, so it's like you've met. Okay, so in addition to what they've shared, I was thinking it would get to that part, but it's not difficult for me to show us. So there's a lot more business things you want to do with Excel Online, and one key aspect of it, which I think everybody should be interested in, is even when you have people who are collaborating, right? So let me just take off some things that might not be needing. Okay, so I think I'm not in edit mode. Okay, please can you confirm that you're giving me edit right on it? I don't want to open it on the desktop app. I want to, otherwise I might just have to create my own practice data. Okay, not a problem. I can work with something I already have. So here, and I go to OneDrive, Excel Online. Okay, good. So now I have edit right. Good. So now one other very important thing about Excel Online that most people have, in fact, what I think will be of a lot of value to you is the ability to see that if you want to analyze somewhere else, take for instance, I want to analyze in Power BI, I want to even analyze in Excel itself, just normal Excel, but then not analyze. So I'm going to open Excel. Okay. Good. There is the option of me clicking here and saying open in desktop, right? If you do this, essentially what you're achieving is you are going to have the very same file pop up here. So it's going to open on my screen. I'm going to have exactly the same file, and whatever I'm doing right here, this is my desktop Excel. See, this is my desktop Excel. Whatever I do here, so I can come here and say this was entered from my desktop Excel. And if I close this, I resume editing here, you see it's showing. Not a problem, right? But what if I'm supposed to use this in a report? What if I'm supposed to use this in a report within Excel? So this is a report I'm creating. So I'm creating a report, creating a dashboard, right? And these are things where my colleagues are supposed to fill. So maybe this is something to be where this is food department. So sales department, this is an information they are filling in, right? And also too, I have HR department. I'm going to just take off this one. So let's say, temporarily take over. I'm going to delete this. Okay, so HR department. Okay, and in HR department, what do we have? So we have staff. Let me just make this bigger. So we have staff, different staff. Let me generate for 78 staff and say, okay, 78 staff. Zoom on it is a bit finicky. I have to click this again. Okay, you manage with me as it comes up. So we can report this to Microsoft that there's a bug with the Zoom. Anyway, let me generate the names I need. I've generated the number of names. I can zoom out again. Then, so these people are different staff who, yeah, they are in different departments. They are in, let's say also they all have a specific salary. So for the salary, I'm just going to do something that would get me move faster. So people are collecting between 200 and say 1.3 million. Okay. And departments, say we have sales departments, operations. We have, let me just use all those very common names. So we have IT, and we have, what kind of company would we call this? So since they are food, so we have operations, sales, IT, finance, definitely there will be finance. Let's add one more. Let's just say also there's HR department. Okay. I have this department. I think there are 5 of them. So don't know why that is hanging. But anyway, I'm going to drag it. So oh, I forgot to close one more bracket. That's interesting. So if you make a mistake, the thing is not very smart enough to autocomplete the errors. So I'm going to copy all of this, copy, paste back as value, Okay, good. And then I don't need this anymore. So this is, let's format as Naira. Come in here, pick more currency. Come here, look for a Naira. I think I just passed it. Okay. Sometimes this symbol, this Naira, can get in the way of what we want to do, but not a problem. I'm going to now convert to a table, format as a table, pick a, doesn't matter what style. Okay, good. The point I want to bring up is the fact that people are going to be doing this. These people are going to be doing this repeatedly. Let's take this one out. So every let's say I leave this. Let's just say I leave it. And this also format as a table. So let's say I use the same style. Okay, good. I have people who they are going to be working on different sheets. I need to bring in the data as they are working on it into my own dashboard, into my own analysis, right? So how do I do this? Very interesting. All I do is, I share this with the people who need to be working on it. So I can always share this and say, okay, I'm sharing this with the guys who need to have access so that they can do the different what they need to do on a day-by-day basis. Then what I'm going to do, just watch my screen. Let's see, how can I make this? Okay, not a problem. I'm going to zoom manually. If I go here and I go to editing and I click on open in desktop app, right? And it prompts me to open in desktop app. And I say, yes, it's intentional. That's what I want to do. I go to file and I go to info anyway. So you go to file, you go to info. I grab the copy part. Once I grab the copy part, I go to the Excel where I want to do the report, right? Now, watch what is interesting about this. I go to the Excel where I want to do the reports. I go to get data. I say from web. So once I say from web, I dump in the URL. I remove the URL is what I copied. In case you didn't notice, let me show you where I got the URL from. I copied it from here. If you go to file, info, copy path, it does that automatically. And then I go here to web, this is to OK. So it wants to know if I have access to it, right? So yes, I'm going to say sign in with my organizational account, sign in with, I'm already signing. So yes, sign in. Am I using a wrong account? No, I'm using the right account. Okay, anyway, I can sign in with a different account if it's complaining. Oh, now I see why. So I'm going to pick my Office account, the one he gave access to. Let's see if I can grab the password easily. So I'm grabbing the password. Sign in. So good. It should know now that I have access. So great. And I'll watch it. It's going to show me all those data. Can you see? I have, this is the HR data. This is the HR, this thing. This is the sales department. This is that sales data. Okay. So we can grab all that we need. Good. So I can say I want these two tables. Okay. and then I go to, let's go to let's load. Let's not go to transform. Let's just load and see how in my own should I do transform, should I do load, which will give a lot more meaningful. Okay, so let's do load. It's going to bring them right into my Excel as different sheets. Okay. So I think I've changed something about my Excel. So I'm going to say that I want to load this one, load it to somewhere within my, so I want to put it here. Okay. Good. So this is the HR data now. I want to put the other one right beside it. So I want to put this one right beside it. So table, I want to put it here. So I can have different people working online. I can have guys working online, resume editing here. And as they are doing their work, what they are doing is flowing into my own Excel. This is a completely different Excel file. I can call this is not even on the web. This is sitting on my computer. So I can call this my organizational reports. Okay. So this can be sitting right in my computer. And guess what? Anytime someone had, so let's say the last staff we have is Chibweze Ayola, right? If you come in here, so later on we hired a new staff. Maybe I put my name, Michael Olafusi. I mean, where will I like to be? I would like to be chopping money. So I'll be in finance. What salary? Let me give myself a very good salary. Okay. So as soon as this is done, right? Anytime I want to work on this, my report, all I just do is I refresh and it will always automatically show. Okay. I don't know why it's saying that, but yeah, just say that's a bug and do it again. So I'm going to right click here, refresh. Okay. Refresh. Shouldn't take too long to see what I've typed here pop up in that other one. Okay. Oh, I know. I know what I've done wrong. Okay. So okay, if I show you there's a backstage, that's the disadvantage of when you go and change things. If I show you this backstage and I click on refresh, that's strange. It's also not popping up here. So anyway, because of my time, it's really strange why it's not showing. So let me just do some other things, some other places. Let me add a few more people. And let's see, maybe, as they say, whenever you have presentations, all kinds of funny things happen. But I already used this for some clients, so it's not a matter of whether it works or it doesn't work. It works. It's just, I don't know why it's having that issue. So I'm also going to come in here and add, let's see all the cities that we have here. So I want to see native. So the filter. So if you look in here, we do not have Lagos, right? So I'm going to add Lagos. Or just modify one of these to Lagos. Lagos. Okay. So going to go here. Close this. I could even close this also, just so you know that that's nothing to do with whether, as those people are working, I should be able to see. Maybe this is what's making it not pull. It's complaining about data source or something. No problem. Let me hit it again. Anything happen to the Lagos? Let's see. So Lagos. Good. So this one works, right? I can see the Lagos I added. Lagos was not there before. I added Lagos and now it's there suddenly. So let's see if that one that was giving us issue has now sorted itself out. Okay. That one has still not sorted itself out. But at this point, I'm going to just want to ask if anyone has any questions. So what I normally use this for is I hook up a pivot table maybe to this. And then you can have reports from what people are. So I can say I want to add a chart, pie chart, and region to legend, and how much money we made to value. And is there only one region? Strange. I thought we have multiple regions. Oh, okay. I need to take out total. So we need to take out total from the region because that's like you are double counting. Okay, a whole lot of things are just going berserk. East, west. South. Okay, this is better. So I see what's happening. I can try to add more. And then maybe this would be by category. Okay. Let's add the chart category. So the blank category seems to be having the most sales. Okay. And okay. So with this now, if this is what, because of time, I'm not beautifying the chart, but as people go in here and update the information, as more information is plugged in here, so let's change one of these to not, right? Let's change some of these products to Fiverr Life. Okay. So as new information or modifications are happening, right? It should also be happening to my data. It should also be happening to go in here, refresh. I might need to refresh the entire data source itself. Okay, as you put that, I'm not seeing some change. I called an entire place a different name, right? Weird reason. I created not. Okay, so I should be seeing not here, right? Refresh. Some things are changing, but the things I'm looking for are not changing. But it works. So if it's not working, just chuck it. I'll chuck it down to a bug happening, because this is the whole use case for me that I have a lot for this. Any questions so that we can just wrap up the session?
Yeah, there's one question.
Okay.
Someone's asking, how do you avoid the record during the error that this file is locked by the other users?
This doesn't have that error.
Yes, that's in case of that.
No, it doesn't. You will never have this error of this file is locked by another user. That one happens when you are on a shared folder. You know, the one where you are, that's the old way of sharing, when people are sharing in a shared folder. So that's where you get this file is locked. Maybe you want to save now to say this file is locked by another user, because why? You can't save or you can't do some, but for this one there's nothing like that, because there's just a web version that everything you're doing is both going back to the web. Okay. Any other questions? So Asiminia, that's the thing that happens with this one. It's all on the web. Okay. By the way, I found out some other thing that might be affecting my own. I'm on a beta version of Excel, so all kinds of crazy things go wrong with my version too. I just even remember that might be the reason. If I go to my account, I'm not in a normal version of Excel. I'm using a beta channel. Maybe very soon I might have to revert to a normal channel, because sometimes all kinds of funny things go wrong. But any other questions or any other things?
Yeah, there's one other question. Someone's typing, so waiting on. So when you share a file, can you make it a specific cell non-editable? So there's not really a protection version like that.
Doesn't have.
Or is there? You can't really protect a file. There's no.
No.
You can't really protect. You don't have that protect sheet.
Let's go check. But the last time I checked, I'm not sure I saw. Yeah, there's no protect sheets there.
There's no protect. You can't really protect your sheets. Just full access or not. And that's what I was talking about. Okay. Even when you protect a sheet on the desktop and you try to use it on the web,
it will not longer protect it. Okay, good. So you can't. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so all right, Siminia he's got a lot of, okay, yeah, I see. You say, thanks for the clarification. Okay, so maybe I'll just hand over back to Temidayo and Ifeanyi. I just felt, let me just add that one, because I use this function of it with Power BI more, so that automatically as people are filling information across different departments, different branches, those information are collated together in one place for me. So Excel Online allows those kind of reports that you do where you need people to be filling different aspects. With Excel Online, just go create their different sheets. Tell them you fill your own sheet. Mr. B fill just your own sheet, and then that's just it. Then you connect from Excel to bring in all the data into your own reporting file, into your own desktop, into your own reporting file. Do your reports, and you might take you 1 day, 2 days. But the cool thing is, whenever you are done, as those guys are filling their own, you are just refreshing your report, and that's what will happen. If this was a Power BI session, I will have opened Power BI and show you how, as you are changing, it is reflecting. Okay. So I guess we can wrap it up here, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Michael.
Okay, so thanks to everyone, and
we have a Power BI session.
Yes. Oh, where's the slide? So let me just bring up the slide. So guys, in addition to all what we've said, there's also something else you need to be aware of, that by exactly 6 p.m. there will be a session on Power BI. My colleague is going to drop the link so that you can register, or you can even join the direct joining link. So it will be exactly by 6 p.m. We have a guest presenter who is going to take us through recency. What's the full meaning of RFM again? Recency,
frequency, monetary.
And monetary. And money. Okay, cool. So I'm even looking forward to it. It sounds really interesting. And I'm sure you learn something new too. So thank you to everyone as we gradually wind down this. So see you all later today. Bye.